Good day, South Africans. Welcome to Advocate Mekwa Speaks. There's one important issue that I want to address today, and it's still on the Ukraine-Russia story. And this is about an audacious statement made by some countries that those that are not actively supporting Ukraine or Russia are on the wrong side of history. Those that are not actively supporting Ukraine are on the wrong side of history. I do not want to go into who's right and who's wrong and the philosophical and or geopolitical issues. I'm just focused on this statement. Those that are supporting Russia are on the wrong side of history. Those that are abstaining are on the wrong side of history. Now, if somebody can make such a bold and arrogant statement, I ask if they are responsible for writing history. And if they are, will that history be written to suit their narrative and current outlook? How will that history be crafted? Will it be an objective analysis and or reflection of history, of historical events? And this is where it is very problematic of South Africans. That people want South Africa to meddle in the affairs of other nations. They want South Africa to choose to follow certain politicians, to follow certain ideological perspective or narrative, to follow certain governments. But you see, I believe that the current position of South Africa of choosing to remain neutral is the better approach. Because it is not a position where we follow arrogant politicians or arrogant governments that are entitled, right? Or that believe because they have military might, they can dictate terms to everybody. But I believe the position of our government is one that genuinely reflects the true position of the people. It is the position for peace. It is the position that puts innocent civilians first. The mothers, the elderly, the sick, the lame, the disabled. Civilian property first, right? Property indispensable for the survival of civilians. This is the position I believe is correct. That we must want everybody to come to the table. That they, as neighbors, must come and negotiate a peaceful settlement to their situations. Aside that no bomb and military power can provide meaningful solution to what's happening in that region. So, what I'm trying to say to you, South Africans, is that let us not be manipulated to believe that because there is a majority of people that are supporting Ukraine, that is the correct side of history. There's always a backstory. There's always something that's happening behind the scenes. There's always things camouflaged that we cannot see with the naked eye. Therefore, South Africans, what I'm trying to say to you is that the side of the people is the correct side of history. The side that provides humanitarian support to civilians, protection to civilians and their property. A side that requires people to build together and to coexist meaningfully together. Now that is the correct side of history. Not arrogant perspectives of certain wannabe politicians and or wannabe governments. Thank you very much.